by... Why does being a ninja have so many burdens? Injustice, pain, death. I accept being called cruel. Because in the end, the ends justify the means. I planned every detail of what is about to happen. And I'll do anything to reach my goal. And those who get in my way will be nothing but sacrifices for the greater good. And I wonder, what does it mean to be a ninja? Is it surviving endless wars? Is it conquering and expanding territories? Is it protecting everyone we love? Or just obeying your superiors? All of this is a waste of time, clinging to the mediocre value of human life. Lives that aren't important. Lives that make no difference in the vastness of existence. And it's time for me to set things straight with the power that was passed down to me long ago. And finally, to this decaying world, to the dreamers who seek false peace, and to the arrogant who believe themselves to be strong, I announce the end of this world, at the hands of the god Otsutsuki. And to think that Konoha thought this place would be my grave. It never would be. With the plan succeeding, basically Konoha is now at my feet. Now I possess the power of a true Otsutsuki, which will evolve even more over time. And soon my plan will be accomplished, and Konoha will be wiped out. But before anything else, I need to do something that is extremely important. There was a sacrifice so that I could have my full power, and that cost was my brother, Kusujima. However, with the Rinnegan in my hands, basically I can bring him back. Using the Rinne Tensei, the reincarnation power of the Rinnegan, Kon had some restrictions, and that didn't allow him to use everything he wanted. He also has a false sense of morality, which in the end doesn't help us at all. So this power in my hands was the best thing he could have done. But my brother, don't worry. You didn't die in vain, and you will return to this world with much more power, and I will do it now. Now. Let's go! Iki, it's been so long. It's been a while, Ko. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. And you? How are you? I've never been better in my whole life. With all this power in my hands, I think I finally feel complete. And I thought you had some kind of reboot, right? Because you just came back out of nowhere. Well, there's something I need to explain to you and something we need to do today. It's going to be a bit shocking, but with time you'll understand. It was all planned, Iki, and I only told you the basics. Not out of distrust, but to prevent those damn people from Konoha from somehow finding this out through you. But anyway, I have something to do. Like I told you, I couldn't destroy Konoha without being with my brother. I understand. And to be honest, I have some things to say about Konoha too. Yeah, did you get any information? Do you know the location of any of the missing tailed beasts? I know, but it's better to leave it for later. Let's carry out your plans first. Alright, let's go. You may not know, but the Rinnegan has a unique ability. I can simply bring back those who have already died. I vaguely heard something like that, but I didn't believe it 100%. Well, it's true, and you'll see it with your own eyes. Basically, my brother sacrificed himself for me. This body you're seeing is his body. I took his powers and combined them with mine. Now I need to bring him back in his best form by properly using the Rinnegan.
But will he come back with the same abilities like a clone of yours?
Well, it wouldn't be a clone of mine. He would come back with his own body, with his own abilities. The only thing he wouldn't have is the Rinnegan, because this Rinnegan is already with me.
Well, that makes sense, so...
He's going to come back.
In his most basic form then?
Not basic. He'll come back with some kind of upgrade. Basically, he will come with new abilities and will keep his old abilities. Did you bring what I asked you for?
Yeah, I have something here. I managed to get it from the old base.
Alright, then it's going to work. It's going to be perfect. Let's go then. I'll show you how I can bring my brother back. Look, Kai, is this what you use? Yes, the King of Hell. Basically, with it, I can both survive and bring someone back to life. Actually, this here grants me immortality, and I'd use it to give my brother immortality too. At least as long as I can use this power. Let's see if this will work. In theory, it's a bit complicated to think about. If I'm in my brother's body, how is this body going to come back out from in here? Let's see if the laws of the Rinnegan are different from what I imagined. Let's go. Come, my brother.
My god. How?
It worked. This is magnificent. See, Iki?
I can't believe this really happened. I'm calling you immortal.
Perfect. How are you feeling, Koni? Me, Connie?
I know I'm blind, but I can feel you all. I can feel your chakra.
Alright, perfect. My brother, I brought you back. I told you we would make it. We went to Konoha, Iki and I, and we managed to strike terror into everyone. Show them why Akatsuki rules everything.
So, our plan worked.
Well, part of it. We still have a few things to do that we'll talk about. Before that, Iki, could you implant the thing you brought with you?
That's easy. I've perfected this art of, healing a little more. Come on, lean over there. Come with me. Come on.
This is going to be wonderful.
I have some questions to ask you.
My brother, don't worry. Many things will be holy.
Where should I stand?
Stay there. Here is better. It might hurt a bit, but you can handle it.
Okay. My god. I can do it. Now I can see...
Did it work? Did you get your powers back?
Well, not back, right? I think I never had those powers.
Apparently you have a special Sharingan, my brother. Everything indicates that this Sharingan belonged to Chihashi Sue long ago. Basically, you could have the Kotomatsukami, the second most powerful Geigejutsu that ever existed, losing your mind to the infinite Tsukuyomi.
So now I'm technically much stronger, right? At least when it comes to the Sharingan?
Yes, but can you see? Do you notice the light around you?
Yes, now I can see everything.
Perfect. Iki, you said you had news? I think now is more than the right time for that. Now that Koni can see, he's with us. What do you have that's new?
Alright, I'll start with the leaf. So far, unfortunately, no sign of Kurama. I have some Jambus embedded in the sand, the leaf, even the cloud, but still no sign of Kurama. At no point did they talk about it. Shukaku is with the sand, but only the people there, and I know. And they're not sharing any kind of information with anyone from the outside. Not even to the outside.
Well, now with the Rinnegan in my hands, I can capture any tailed beast without much difficulty. So, if you give me Shukaku's location, I could secure that tailed beast for our side. As for Kurama, it's still a complete mystery. I don't know if she is with Naruto. I don't know if they imprisoned her somewhere. I don't know if they took her to another dimension. But honestly, it's chakra that's missing. I've been everywhere and so far I haven't been able to find her. I'm afraid she was sealed inside someone without us knowing. So we have a few problems to solve before anything else. But we can start the plan. You can keep looking for Kurama, who is very important to our plan, and keep an eye on the Leaf Village ninjas. If necessary, you already know, our goal is the most important thing of all. If necessary, kill them, except Noah.
Okay, but to be honest, I didn't feel any sign of Kurama too. I used Jujuriki so I could sense it from afar. I'm sure she's not in the leaf. I've been there a few times and never sensed anything from her.
Honestly, all of this is really strange, but we need to investigate a bit more. Well, I have a few things to do. I need to test some new abilities, and Kon, soon you'll have to test a few things too. If my theory is correct, you'll have a portion of Otsutsuki power, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'll adapt to everything that's happening, and then we'll look into that.
Well, I also hope his eye doesn't cause any problems, right? Mine was really a disaster. I tried to use another Mangekyu Sharingan and that didn't go very well. But there's also a conspiracy on Gabriel's part. By the way, have you heard anything about Gabriel? He must be so frustrated thinking he had killed me when in fact I was more alive than ever. Well,
I heard a little bit, and from what I understood, he's trying to get new powers, man.
we have to keep an eye on him.
Not just him, but Noah too. They've been hanging out together a lot lately.
Right. Do you guys know anything about Luis? Well, Cone wouldn't know anyway because he wasn't with us.
But he was a little busy being dead.
Right?
While I was imprisoned, I found out that he's training the tailed beast, but without much apparent progress.
Interesting. Well, I think we need to be quick so we don't, give them time to use the Baryon mode because that would really be a problem. We've already seen what happened with Ishiki Otsutsuki in the past. He was simply defeated in an embarrassing way by Naruto, so we can't let that happen to us again, right? Right.
And speaking of Baryon mode, I'm already working on a project about that too. I'm thinking about getting the power of a Biju from the past. Let's just say I'll be able to use Baryon mode's power up to 2 times.
Do you think you'll be able to unleash that power?
I'm getting help from Orochimaru, so I believe I can. But I don't trust him completely,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? Be very careful with Kurotimaru. That snake. He even reminds me a bit of Gabriel. But anyway, we'll talk later. I have something to do. Alright, see you later.
See you.
I don't know how strong Noi is, but he's really on another level compared to what I was seeing before. He managed to absorb the Tengai Shisei meteor, and that's honorable. However, it's not enough to defeat me in my final stage. If everything goes well, my Otsutsuki power will evolve to the point where I would truly become the supreme god. Some karma abilities are unlocked over time. In fact, I want to turn this Rinnegan into the Supreme Rinnegan. And with Otsutsuki DNA, that will be easy. But like everyone else in this world, I don't know exactly how all of this works. So I need to figure it out on my own and test all these abilities. This karma multiplies my power many times over. But it's the third form of karma that really puts me on another level. A level that none of those bastards from Konoha will ever reach. Except Noah. It's important that he gets these powers so my plan can come true, and there's something I'd like to test. I can emit energy from my own karma, turning it into a completely destructive laser. I don't know how far I can take this yet because I'm still in the early stages of testing, but... That's enough for me. Time to go after my next Biju, and begin the final plan for world domination. And those who question it will be eliminated. This ninja world is entering a new era, where I and whoever is by my side will establish order and peace. One way or another, get ready. The revolution is coming.